Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Chuck's Kitchen, and it is your favorite day, Smoking Sundays. Today, we're doing something super simple. I'm doing a smoked pork butt or pork shoulder, whichever one you want, to do some pulled pork, to make pulled pork sandwiches, and this is an extremely easy process as long as you got a good smoker. I got the Traeger fired up at 250, so it's going to be perfect. We're going to throw it in, show you guys about 3 ingredients, and I'll teach you guys how to do it, and you're going to learn today. So sit back, have a couple beers, and we'll see you on the flip side when I get this pork butt ready. All right, we got a 5.5 pound pork shoulder, Boston butt, bone in. See that bone right there? Super simple, got it from the butcher, all natural. I don't trim any, I trimmed some of the excess fat already, made a nice square, even portion. Don't trim too much fat though. So super simple ingredients. What we're gonna do is have a bind. The bind is going to be yellow mustard. Oh, make sure you shake the mustard first. And don't worry, your pork's not going to taste like mustard. It's just to adhere the really good rub on. Wear gloves. It gets messy. Sweet. So, for the rub, I got Meat Church's Holy Gospel. Let me zoom in there. This is an awesome rub. If you guys haven't subscribed to Meat Church yet or seen any of Matt Pittman's stuff, I highly recommend you go right now after you watch my video and subscribe to his channel. He's got some awesome stuff. And next time I'm in Waxahachie, Texas, Matt, I'm coming to your store. As you know, guys, be pretty liberal with the rub. Don't hurt nothing. Give a nice pat down. Now, I do this outside because my wife absolutely hates it when I do it inside. I get the sugary rub everywhere, and happy wife, happy life. All right, one pro tip here, Every pork butt or shoulder is gonna have a little flab. Open that flab up and get on the inside. Don't be afraid to go heavy with it. Fold that thing back over. Make sure you got all sides. The more the merrier. Yeah, there you go, buddy. Get up on there. One last little bit just for good measure. All right, done. Now, while the Traeger is preheating, let this rest for 20 minutes just to let that rub really sink in. Give a nice couple pats and we're good to go. Throw it on the Traeger. All right, Traeger time. So, Traeger is set to 250. It's been preheating for a little bit. That rub's been sitting on there for like 15 minutes. We're gonna put it directly on the grates, fat side up. Come in here. Fat side up, and then you're gonna wanna put a thermometer, temperature probe, in the middle of the meat. Cool. We're gonna close that. We're not gonna touch it for like 3 to maybe 5 hours until the internal temperature hits 160. So 250 degrees, fat side up, 3 to 5 hours, wait for 160, and then we'll come back and check on it. All right, it's been roughly like 4 hours, but before I check in on the pork shoulder, I wanna show you guys what type of pellets I'm using. Everyone kind of asks, what wood are you using? Mine's a mixture of cherry, apple, and hickory. Nice pellets. Also, this bucket keeps it nice and dry outside the elements. Before you say it in the comments, $40 bucket, it's not just a bucket, it's a lifestyle. Hi Yetis, thanks for sponsoring me. All right, let's check in on the pork. But before I open up, let's check on the temperature. It's supposed to be 160. 160 degrees, perfect. Now let's open this bad boy up. Oh boy. That looks delicious. Let's get it out. Got to pull that meat, the temperature probe. All right, now we're gonna wrap it, put it back on. Cut it. All right, now that we got the pork shoulder off of the smoker, we have to wrap it. I put 2 layers of tin foil down, heavy duty tin foil. And the reason why I put 2 layers is because we're gonna put some liquid in here and I do not want those juices to leave. So create like a little envelope. There you go. Now the opening in there should be nice and tight. In that opening, I am putting 1 cup, I already mixed it though, 1 cup of apple juice, ½ cup of apple cider vinegar, and then some of that Holy Gospel from Meat Church. Shout out Matt Pittman, your rubs rock. I heard he rubs his meat. I rub my meat too. All right, we're gonna pour it in there gently. Oh, but we're leaking. A little bit of leaking's not bad. You don't want it to leak that much. Oh, we're leaking big time. All right, let's put it back on the smoker. Still at 250 degrees. Put that meat probe back in. We're gonna cover it and we're not gonna touch it for another 4 hours until the internal temp is 205 degrees. And while we wait, we're gonna hydrate. Let's go in the barn, have a nice beer. Oh, what's up? Didn't see you there. Oh, you're asking about my shirt? What is Flanagan's? Well, let me tell you, if you're not watching my videos cooking your own food, you better be getting down to Flanagan's Sports Bar and Grill. They got the best baby back ribs, the best wings, and the coldest draft beer in all of South Florida. So shout out Big Daddy Joe. They made this shirt for me because everyone calls me Big Daddy Chuck, all that. Once again, Yeti, it's not just a brand, it's a lifestyle. Bucket, got the buckets. This is Due South's category 3. Yep, Cat 3, which we call that a Florida rainstorm. And I'm gonna take a sip and I'm gonna give you a 5 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10, I don't know, whatever it's gonna be. 9.5 out of 10, let's go. All right, it's been a few hours. Internal temp on this was about 204 degrees. You pull it and then you let it rest for 45 minutes. And now we're gonna do the fun part, the shredding, to make it pulled pork. So I'll transfer it to a little bit of a bigger dish. And if I did it right, this bone here should just slide right on out. Look at that, clean bone. That's my party trick for the day. Oh, and a little bit of lag behind it. That's fantastic. All right. So we're just gonna go in here with our hands, pull it, and then save that juice in there that was in kind of your tinfoil envelope. If you wanna add a little bit of that juice, that fat, as you're pulling it, we probably don't need it with this one because it's not gonna be dry at all. This is moist. You saw how clean that bone came out. So come on back in like 2 minutes when I'm done shredding it and we'll give you a taste. All right, so I got this shredded and let me tell you, it's fantastic. It's moist, it's juicy. It's so good. It's like you could see the steam still coming off of it. But anyway, so I don't like to shred it too finely. I like to have nice little chunks. So at this stage, typically what I'll do is I'll add just a little bit of barbecue sauce. Not like douse it in barbecue sauce, but just a little bit and mix it in there to start giving that barbecue flavor. And it's also still kind of cooking because it's hot and there's a nice steam in there. So a little bit of barbecue sauce, mix it in there. It'll start getting sticky and just delicious. And then when your family or whoever's gonna eat it, when they put it on a bun or however you wanna prep it, if you wanna add some other barbecue sauce to it, that's the time that you do it. But guys, this was a super easy pulled pork recipe. Let me find you that good little piece there. Nice shreds. I mean, look at that. Gotta get you some of this. Get you a Traeger. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next Sunday.